right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, challenge accepted. Oleksandr Usyk fires back at Deontay Wilder after Wilder, in a Sky Sports interview, dismisses Usyk as a formidable foe at the heavyweight division. He says that Usyk was too small, and basically he had just, I'm paraphrasing, he had knocked him out like everybody else. Let's talk about it. Goodfellow Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. Now, there's some, I think, from the interview I got in AFL TV, and I'll link in the description under the source link, some fake stuff going out there saying that Usyk said Wilder wouldn't run around and he had outboxed Wilder, he not that good, or anything. He that's false from what I understand. All right, in the interview, he said that he want to fight Wilder the most because green is his favorite color, and I guess he wants the WBC strap. And he says he wants to fight Wilder more than Joshua, more than Ruiz, and more than Fury. He said that's the fight that he wants. Now, at the end of the day, before Wilder called him out, Usyk never said Wilder's name. Okay, AJ was the guy that he wanted to fight because AJ had 3 belts. They were on the same side of the street, so it made more sense. Now that Wilder called his name, he not shying away from it. Okay, and I like Usyk. People say he need to do something at heavyweight. He's fought at heavyweight in the World Series of Boxing. Okay, he's fought Joe Joyce there. The video is up on YouTube. And at the end of the day, people gonna say, well, Usyk needs to do something at the heavyweight division. He's an accomplished amateur. He's an undisputed cruiserweight champion. And at the end of the day, after Deontay fight Fury in Ruiz, or if he can't get Ruiz, why not fight Oleksandr Usyk? I felt that Wilder should have had already knocked out Dillian White. I never understood why he just didn't get Dillian White out the way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just going to dismiss Usyk. He might be the most skilled guy. Now, the guy I think gives Usyk the most problems in the division is Tyson Fury. A healthy, fully functionable Tyson Fury because of his height, his range, and his reach. It's not because of the power, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. I just think stylistically that's a bad matchup for him because he's a guy that's a fluid mover. He's a guy that understands distance and reach. And it'll be interesting. He's kind of athletic. And he's not like Joe Joyce, real slow and a sloth. And it'll be interesting to see how Fury and Usyk goes. That one would be pretty much an enigma for me. You know what I'm saying? But Usyk did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Usyk answered the challenge. Now people these Wilder people, fans or people that's against Oleksandr Usyk, they gonna say, oh, he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that. At the end of the day, what did Dominic Breazeale truly do to deserve a shot? Had he ever became champion? Was he ever unified or undisputed? No, he challenged a couple of times, but he came up short. You know what I'm saying? Usyk deserved that shot. You know what I'm saying? He is the WBO mandatory, so he will be the mandatory for Andy Ruiz or the Anthony Joshua winner in the rematch of December 7th in at least the second half of 2020. After Kubrat Pulev get his, and he's fighting my boy out of Detroit, Rydell Booker, sometime in November, I think it is, or is it December? You know, before everybody want to say, oh, he ain't did this, he ain't did that, or, he ain't did this when he moved up in division. That wasn't the question when Roy Jones jumped up 2 weight classes. It wasn't the question, when Floyd jumped up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the question when Oscar jumped up. It wasn't the question when Ray jumped up. Leonard or Robinson. It wasn't the question when Tommy Hearns jumped up. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a question. At the end of the day, we know he good. You know what I'm saying? We know Usyk is a formidable foe. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is better than Bermane Stiverne. You know what I'm saying? He very may well beat Luis Ortiz. You never know. He's talented. He's probably the most talented, skillful heavyweight, probably not named Tyson Fury. Okay? And if he had to prove something and he not that good, to Deontay Wilder, then when the opportunity presents itself, it shouldn't be any hesitation. But obviously, he got to get past the Weatherspoon guy. And I'm pretty sure they want another tougher tune-up as well. But eventually, he be fighting for the WBO title. Whether Deontay has it, Ruiz have it, AJ have it, or Pueb somehow gets it, he'll be in the conversation. But at the end of the day, y'all act like these dudes ain't competitors. Now, I don't know how many dudes actually competed in sports, not play 5-on-5 or LA Fitness or Lifetime or Around the Corner Hooping Out. Whoever played organized sports, all the dedication, the practice time you put into it, the preparation, the lifting weights, the run time. Dude, as a man that dedicated himself to his craft, somebody gonna have to prove that they can whoop my ass or beat me at my sport. They have to prove it. And y'all gotta understand, these are men. Competitive men. Of course, Usyk is not gonna bow down and say, "Oh, Wilder is the greatest heavyweight I've ever seen. It would be great to grace the ring with him. I don't know if I can beat him." No, what he supposed to say? Gold medalist? He been hitting the bag. He been lifting the weights. He been running. He's skillful. He been champion. He been undisputed before. Great fight with Michael Hunter. Great fight with Breeders. Dispatch Gasvier. What he supposed to say? Oh, I respect Wilder. Nah. He's a man. He's an athlete. He's a champion. He's a competitor like everybody else. So Wilder called him out. To me, the more shocking thing if he didn't fire back. That would have been the more shocking thing if he didn't say nothing back to him. I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to shut up and not say nothing and I'm act like Wilder didn't say his name. Because we were just saying, Usyk didn't mention Wilder's name. He mentioned, he mentioned Anthony Joshua's name, but he ain't trying to get that Wilder smoke. Wilder called his name. He conducted himself as I expect the fighter to conduct himself. He said, "Shit, bring it on. I want that belt. Since I'm a nobody, give me that shot." So, give him a shot. All that talk Deontay Wilder was saying, hey, when it's time to run that fade, it should be nothing but space and opportunity. Now, as far as how the fight gonna go, I gotta see how Usyk attempts as a true professional boxer in the World Series of Boxing and counter professional fights, but that got good experience. Like I said, Derevchenko had 24 fights in the World Series of Boxing. Back when you couldn't be a professional in the Olympics, that was a way to get professional experience, but still keep your Olympic eligibility. That was the thing about the World Series of Boxing. Rasheed Warren had fights, Lomachenko, Brian Carlos Castanos. He was the only guy to beat Derevchenko in 24 fights over there. So people say, oh, Derevchenko only had 11, 12 fights fighting Triple G, or 10, 11, 12 fights fighting Danny Jacobs. Obviously, you didn't know that. You were ignorant to the situation. A lot of those guys, like Lomachenko, he had like 5 or 7, maybe 10 fights over there. He more seasoned than he's given credit for. But just looking at how he fought Usyk, Joe Joyce, I believe that I believe he going to use angles on Deontay Wilder. Keep him off balance. He got to fight a clean fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the biggest puncher, but he got to fight a clean fight. Could he do what a Spilka did? Could he do what Eric Molina did? He could do some similar things to what they done. He got good foot movement. He can press you. He can move on the back foot a little bit, but he drop his hands a lot. And what he gonna have to do is he gonna have to keep Deontay Wilder off balance, and he gonna have to really, pick his times to be aggressive, pick his times to pop shot. I think some body work can help him, dressing Deontay Wilder up, fading, leading off. So it's a lot of different things that Usyk can do, but for talent or skill for skill, yeah, Usyk is more skilled than Deontay Wilder. But the beautiful thing about the heavyweight division, the skillful guy don't always win. You know what I'm saying? It's the one division where you don't need a weight advantage. You don't have a weight limit. You know what I'm saying? It's the one division where one punch matters the most. It's the one division that anybody can hurt anybody in because they all big men. So to me, it's a tough fight for Usyk because Deontay Wilder is the only guy that's probably as explosive of an athlete. He can match Usyk's athletic advantages. You know what I'm saying? Fury is a good athlete for his height and movement wise. Is really, really good. When you talk about explosion, when you talk about piercing power, you know what I'm saying? We talking about like Wilder. That's it. You talking about that rhythmic movement, that explosion, that one punch power, that right hand. You know, Wilder's developed a really good jab and a left hook. That's tough. That's tough. He got to fight a clean fight for 12 rounds. And Wilder ain't the guy that fade neither. You know what I'm saying? He a guy that sustains his stamina for the most part throughout the fight. He can knock you out in round 1 or round 12. You know, so it's not an easy fight, but what he supposed to say? Oh, you know, I don't want to fight Wilder. I'm scared of him. No. He understand he got to be perfect. And he might fall into the trap. He might fall into the trap that everybody else fall into. Well, he not that good. He not that. And Ortiz underestimated his speed. He underestimated his power. And he underestimated Deontay Wilder's intellect, boxing-wise. You know what I'm saying? It ain't an easy fight. It ain't too many guys that got the speed of Deontay Wilder in the division. Usyk may be the only one. You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is one shot. All it takes is one shot. And that one shot can put him straight to sleep. So he got to be perfect. Wilder don't have to be perfect. We seen it versus Fury. We seen it versus Spilka. He can lose some rounds. He could be losing every round and that one punch change it. You know, I would favor Wilder to get the job done. But I think Usyk's worst matchup style is Fury and Wilder. Those are the two worst matchup styles for him. You know what I'm saying? But could he beat Andy Ruiz? I think AJ was one of his best matchup styles. AJ can't move. He's slow. I felt that Usyk was going to beat AJ. If Ruiz didn't do it and Wilder and Fury didn't get the crack, I felt that Usyk, I said it from the beginning, Usyk would beat him. Ruiz and Usyk, that'd be interesting. Ruiz got good hand speed. He could thump. You know what I'm saying? Usyk got good ability. It wouldn't be an easy fight. I think it can go either way. You know, but just knowing what Usyk capable of, I would probably pick Usyk to beat Ruiz. You know? But other than that, you know, Povetkin, I like Usyk over Povetkin. I like Usyk over Luis Ortiz. The versions that I've seen after the Wilder first fight, we'll see what he look like in the second fight. I liked him over Dillian White. I liked him over a few guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think he's gonna be a really good heavyweight, but you never know. He might go out there this Saturday and lose to Weatherspoon. I doubt it. But at the end of the day, people getting their feelings because he conducted himself as a fighter. He supposed to accept the challenge. He supposed to let Wilder know, hey, nigga, I'm right here. You know, hey, dude, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm on. I hear you. We can get it popping. Let me know when you're ready. I'm going to get ready. You know, he supposed to do that. Like, people, oh, you know, he's disrespecting Wilder. At the end of the day, respect this game when y'all lace him up and y'all enter that square circle. So, at the end of the day, man, I would expect Wilder to win the fight. Would it shock me if Usyk won it? No, because he's a very talented fighter. But it's something that I would want to see. But don't forget, he is the WBO mandatory in 2020. He's the super champion. He can move up and get a mandatory shot. So whoever hold that WBO belt, maybe Ruiz, maybe AJ, maybe Puev, maybe Wilder, maybe Fury, we could be seeing these matchups very, very soon. But hey, Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. And other than that, man, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% Authentic 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, and much, much more. Website, promo code, description. Appreciate the love, support, man. And if you want to make a donation, share the video. It's the best way to help us out. That link's in the description as well. And let me know what you guys think. And I'll link the IFL interview in the description or the source link as well. Check out our boxing playlist and many other playlists as well. One time for the one time, Goodfellas Sports TV.